you a story. When I was young, I had dreams of glory. All these mistakes seem to come like a flood, until my days, they were done. But I don't wanna feel like wishful thinking. Pick myself up and move to the beat of my heart and my soul. Sing a song for the dreamer.
Hi everyone, I'm Molly and I'm the talent manager here at Progeny. Welcome to our event, Progeny Unboxed.
Hi, I'm Shauna, talent partner here at Progeny. Today we're going to give you an insight into Progeny. We'll talk about who we are and what makes us unique. We'll introduce the various roles we are recruiting for through interviews and videos from leaders across the business who will talk about their teams and the career pathways available. You'll find out about how we've grown over the last year and what we've done to support team members, as well as the benefits of working at Progeny and what it's really like to work here.
We will also be holding a Q&A at the end of this event, so if you have any questions, we would love to hear from you. You can submit questions throughout using the comment section. So I'd love to just tell you a little bit more about Progeny and who we are. Progeny is the first and only UK firm to bring together financial planning, asset management, tax, HR, as well as private and corporate legal services. Our goal is to become the most trusted advisory firm in the UK and beyond. The concept of Progeny, providing a combination of wealth management and legal advice, was born in 2014 and we've been growing ever since. Progeny was officially launched in 2016 and in the last 5 years we've grown exponentially, whether that's through business acquisitions, increasing our service offering, growing our client base or recruiting for further talented individuals. We are a really unique business and we're passionate about creating an exciting and innovative working environment.
As we've just heard, Progeny is not a typical financial services company. We have a very unique framework, so let's have a look at this video which explains why.
The financial advice industry is complex because it wasn't designed with individual investors in mind. Professionals like financial planners, fund managers, tax specialists, mortgage and protection brokers, and lawyers all act in silos. Most people need more than one area of expert advice to create and protect their wealth. For example, a financial planner working with a private solicitor, or a tax specialist with an investment manager. Our CEO realised that what investors really need was a joined-up professional advisory firm, where people can find all the help they need under one roof. In 2014, the concept of Progeny was born to make complex problems simpler and put clients at the centre of the process by offering a collaborative approach to professional services. We now have over 2 billion of assets under management across 3,500 clients. Our aim is to be the most trusted advice firm in the UK and beyond, and if you feel a career at Progeny might be right for you, we'd love to learn more about you.
Hopefully Hopefully this video has given you a good insight into the structure of Progeny, but even though we are an advisory firm with financial planners, tax specialists, mortgage advisors and investment managers, we have so many different types of support and roles and career options across the business, including roles in marketing, technology, operations, compliance, HR and finance.
So here is a full overview of all of our current opportunities. As you can see, we are extremely busy in the talent team at the moment, and we've got vacancies across lots of different areas of the business. So we currently have opportunities within the innovation team, operations, power planning, wealth admin, legal and compliance. Although these are the teams we're currently recruiting for, as Shauna explained, we are always keen to hear from candidates with other skill sets. We welcome anyone that's interested in our business to connect with us, and we're always happy to discuss future opportunities with you.
We have a growing legal team which offers private and corporate legal services and which offers roles across all levels, including legal assistants, paralegals, non-qualified and qualified solicitors. We're now going to hear from our Director of Corporate Law, Alistair Scott Summers.
Hi, I'm Alistair Scott Summers, a Director of Progeny and Head of our Corporate and Commercial Legal Services team. I've been asked just to explain a little bit of the background to our team. We're a highly experienced team with prior national and international law firm experience, and we work on a full range of M&A transactions with a real focus on owner-managed businesses. We deal with equity and debt fundraising, buyouts, buy-side and sell-side mandates, and we work closely with our tax team. To give you an example of the sort of work we have ongoing at the moment, we've got acquisitions in the construction, education and food sectors. We have a sale mandates in manufacturing and online retail sectors, 2 management buyouts, 1 in the motor sector and 1 in the construction sector, and the deal values range from 4 million to 53 million at the moment. We're also trying to approach legal services in a different way, no time recording, fixed fees only, and an acceptance that if we want to generate an enduring client relationship, we need to invest free time in understanding and supporting our clients' businesses, which during the last 12 months has reaped huge rewards. The type of roles that we currently look for are paralegal roles or business support administration roles, but also obviously qualified corporate lawyers and commercial lawyers. If you're interested in joining us, please drop us your CV.
Thank you, Alistair, for giving a really in-depth overview of opportunities within our corporate legal team. So I'm now joined by Sarah Giles, who is Head of Financial Planning, and we're going to talk a little bit more about opportunities within our wealth team. So Sarah, if you could give a quick introduction and tell us a little bit more about your role at Progeny.
Yeah, of course. Hi, I'm Sarah Giles. As Molly said, I head up the financial planning side. Really, it's the power planning team and the technical side, and my role is really focusing on the operational and process side of power planning.
Brilliant. What would you say interested you in a career in financial planning?
So I think, you know, I speak to a lot of people and most of the time people fall into it, which is kind of what I did. So I started as an administrator and then really enjoyed the learning side of sitting exams, and actually the technical side is what obviously led me into power planning. Mm-hmm. For me, I think it's really rewarding as you develop in your role and gain more confidence, so that you can actually start to you speak to the planners about the advice and you just really add value. Mm-hmm. and that for me has been the most rewarding part of power planning. Yeah, I think absolutely. Just as a last comment, that there isn't in our industry, even though we are making progress, there isn't enough emphasis on shouting about it with the younger generation, so that graduates and school leavers know that this is a profession that's something they can enter into, and it can be really lucrative for them. Yeah,
which is something we're really trying to change as well. So how would you say that we support individuals at Progeny that want to progress within wealth?
So we financially support anyone that wants to obviously sit exams, whatever that looks like, whether it's starting out from scratch, whether they join Progeny halfway through their journey, as it were. Mm-hmm. There's a reward structure linked to that, and we run a lot of internal sessions certainly within my team, to support people, and I think there's just a wealth of knowledge within Progeny that people can can pull from.
Totally agree. And what would you say progression looks like in your team?
Okay, so the paraplanning team is really split up between associate paraplanners and paraplanners.
Mm-hmm.
Our associate paraplanners are typically working towards their level 4 diploma qualification.
Yeah.
For those that may already have it, it's likely that maybe they've done that quite quickly, and they haven't had much experience in an actual paraplanning role. In comparison, the paraplanners are usually diploma qualified already, have got a number of years experience under their belt. They work very independently, good level of technical ability, and actually support some of the associate paraplanners with their development as well.
What opportunities would you say we offer at Progeny that other firms don't offer?
So this is definitely one.
Yeah.
So I think, with the continuous growth of the company, I think there's roles, that are being created all the time in various departments that, maybe people haven't thought about before, and that could be open to them. And I don't think you see that anywhere else. Certainly that's been my experience over the last, the time I've been here. I think things like obviously this, where we get to do things with the camera and also our internal events, presenting to the wider company. I think that's really unique to Progeny, and it just means that people can develop different skill sets.
Yeah, everyone's got a voice at Progeny.
Absolutely.
I think. What has your journey at Progeny been like, and what do you like the most about working here?
So I would say my journey's been really exciting. I joined Progeny just over 3 years ago. I came in as a paraplanner, and obviously never would have thought that 3 years on I'd be sort of heading up the team with 20 plus of us, and had all the opportunities I've had to get involved in different things. For me, the best part of my role is everyone that I work with. I've got an amazing team that we all support each other. And it's just, it's the people. It's, probably been the best 3 years of my career.
Yeah,
working here.
Completely agree. I think the people is what makes Progeny so unique.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
That's okay.
And
Thanks,
talking
Molly.
a little bit more about your role. So I'm going to pass back over to Shauna.
Thank you, Sarah and Molly. It's great to find out more about opportunities in the wealth team. As you can tell, we are always recruiting for various supporting roles across the business, including roles within our technology team, within which we have built an innovation and data team over the last year. We're now going to hear more about this from our Chief Technology Officer, Tim Thompson-Rye.
Hi everyone, I'm Tim, CTO at Progeny. Progeny's technology team is one of the fastest growing areas of the business. At Progeny, we don't want to be like every other advice firm out there. Since our foundation, we've been focused on creating the advice firm of the future. And in 2020, we recognise that to do that, we need to invest much more heavily in technology. Our goal is to use technology to enrich the relationships that clients have with their advisors. We want to create a unique client experience, powered by data and delivered through efficient processes. Over the past year, we've invested in our tech team, growing it from just 1 person to 9. And we have additional roles available now that will grow the team even more. Right now, we have 3 roles live on our careers site. We're a remote team, so all 3 of them will be work from home and you can be based anywhere in the country. The first one is data analyst. Data is vital to Progeny. It helps us to make good business decisions, drive performance, and improve client outcomes. We already have a brilliant data team in place, and we're looking for another skilled data analyst to join that team. We're looking for someone with outstanding attention to detail, advanced Excel skills, and ideally experience using Power BI, SQL, and data warehousing. The next one is Systems Innovation Analyst. This one's all about analysing technology and processes, evaluating opportunities for innovation, and then working to deliver new technologies into the business. We need someone who's proactive and self-motivated, with strong technical knowledge of Microsoft Dynamics 365 and the Power Platform. The final one for now is a Software Platforms Coordinator. This role will work in our IT operations team and be responsible for maintaining and supporting all the software we use across the business. Again, you'll need very strong technical knowledge, including Dynamics 365, and experience supporting users and delivering training. We'll have lots more roles coming up in the next few months, so if none of those sound quite like you, but you want to be a part of it anyway, then please do get in touch. We'd love to hear from you, and we'll be able to bear you in mind for future roles. In the next few years, technology will become an even more integral part of Progeny's journey. We're creating something truly special, and everyone in the team knows that and feels it every day. We're looking for the best people to be part of it.
Thank you, Tim. As you can see, we are a business that's very much led by technology. We're extremely data-driven, so we're looking for like-minded individuals to join our tech and innovation team. So I'm now joined by Sarika, who has very recently joined our compliance team at Progeny as Head of Training and Competence. And I think to start with, if you could tell us a little bit more about your role at Progeny and what you've come in to do.
Yeah, of course. Well, thank you for having me on. It's an excellent opportunity. So I suppose my role at Progeny is quite an exciting one. It's given me an opportunity really to impact all areas of the business and really get involved. The biggest project that I'll be working on is the Advisor Academy, which really gives individuals that opportunity to really build a successful career and become a professional with the help and support of Progeny. Yeah. Secondary to that, I've also got the focus on the new joiners and their induction. So again, any new joiners that we have joining the group, just helping them have, the tools and skills that they need really to be successful in their roles, and also, to contribute and see how they fit into that vision that Progeny has.
Brilliant. Who does the Advisor Academy support at Progeny and how?
So currently it's open to financial planners and it's a 3-year pathway programme. So the minimum entry level for the academy is to have the level 4 qualification. But from that, we kind of do a lot of on-the-job training and support. So in the first year there'll be a lot of shadowing, observing. The individuals will help to put together client files just to get a further understanding of the full process. Yeah. Year 2, they'll move on to client facing, slowly starting to build up their own client bank. There's also the opportunity to support the senior planners and take on their clients as well. And also start to further develop skills such as, soft skills, the listening, effective communication skills. So we really support just not in the technical ability, but on those sort of softer skills that really help to build rapport and I suppose, develop their interpersonal skills as well.
Really important.
And then finally, that's kind of where they flourish. They become confident, competent planners, and we let them kind of loose and they can put their own spin on things. So it's really, really positive. Yeah. We had, and I think the brilliance about the academy is that we had recently an investment manager, obviously different financial services, but a bit of a different background. He joined us and he was able to kind of slot into the right place within the academy as well. So it's not just you start from year 1, we look at your experience and kind of, be able to put you in the right stage as well. So it's really positive.
What would you say the Advisor Academy means to you?
I think probably 2 things, awareness and opportunity really. Awareness more so, I mean, when I was younger at school, independent financial advisor was never an option. You go to careers, you talk to your teacher about them, and it was never something that was ever put in front of me or any others that I know. And I think, it's a shame because now with the introduction of the retail distribution review, there's that minimum level 4 qualification you've got to have. I think really it's a profession in its own right, and actually, schools and careers advisors should be having that discussion around, it's actually a profession and it should be recognised as one. Yeah. And I think, secondly, the opportunity side of things, I'm really passionate about supporting disadvantaged individuals and women within financial services. Yeah. And I think, it's about giving them an opportunity that perhaps they wouldn't have had otherwise. So, if we can give something back to the community and help them support, from an early age, then that's really, really positive. Yeah. And you get, people that find it difficult to get work experience. There's a lot of jobs. You can't get a job unless you've got the experience and you might have a really good degree, but without that experience it then becomes difficult.
It's very challenging.
Yeah, exactly. So the academy just allows that opportunity and that route in to access, the career that you've kind of dreamt of.
Yeah. What would you say makes our academy so unique?
Well, there's a couple of things, I think. The Academy is very structured and we've got our learning pathways, which I'll talk a bit more about shortly. But I think as well, in addition to that, I'm really keen on individuals within the Academy kind of taking ownership of their own learning and really looking at key areas where they might feel that they need further support. And in order to do this, what I'm creating at the moment is a learning hub, which is just a rich source of information where they can, access on-demand videos, they can on-demand resources. And it just means that they've then got the ability, if they feel like they've got a particular case or an area that they don't feel as confident in, they can go to that resource area and really, swat up on those areas and then, pick up with their training and competence supervisor to further advance their learning.
Yeah.
Also, there's the second part of that really as well, which it's not just concentrating on the technical ability. We're also very much in promoting, how you do your effective listening, how you're building rapport with your clients, gaining those soft facts, because I think that's what makes us different. If we're spending time with our clients, really understanding them, then the advice off the back of that is a lot better as well.
Yeah, so, completely agree. What does the future of the Advisor Academy look like?
So this one has probably changed a lot. Obviously with COVID happening, it's kind of made us look at how we deliver training, and it's also kind of prompted me to look at various learning styles, how people take on information and really absorb that.
Yeah.
And I think that's where kind of the initial idea of the redesign of the Academy was born. So we're going to kind of be looking at set learning pathways for individuals, and at the moment the Academy is looking at supporting financial planners, but we're hoping to further expand that. So now if you're looking to join the Academy, we'll have a learning pathway so that there is wealth admin, and then that progression to paraplanner, then that progression to financial planner. We're looking to open it further with all the acquisitions that we've done to offer it out for law graduates wanting to progress to solicitors. And we're also looking at investment manager programme where an individual can then progress to become an investment manager. So there's quite a lot of opportunities to kind of learn and progress with us through the Academy.
Yeah, so a very exciting role that you've come in to do.
Exactly, and so I think that's it, isn't it? You kind of have to stop and think how it's all going to plan out. But the general overview is that there'll be a blended learning approach, a bit of online on-demand stuff, a bit of face-to-face workshops where they've got the opportunity to kind of embed their learning and ask further questions.
Yeah.
And because everybody will have their own learning pathway, and each module will have learning objectives, validation exercise. From a training and competence point of view, we can really pinpoint, the exact learning and development needs and support that individual more bespokely compared to one training plan that fits all. So really looking forward to kind of building that and getting it out there.
Sounds really exciting. Yeah. So finally, with you being so new to Progeny, so new to the business, what has your experience been like joining us?
It's been absolutely amazing.
Good.
From my interview, the first call where you said, yep, you've got an interview, all the way through to joining. I joined through, it was a bit surreal joining because I joined online, and you're not really changing companies because I'm still in my bedroom working on my laptop. But then, coming into the office, meeting all the people, and just seeing that enthusiasm and that passion to do well, and really, I think it's a company that embraces change. It motivates you to want to do your best. And it's just, everything that Progeny stands for. I think, everybody pulls together and really pushes forward for that one clear vision. So it's a lovely place to work.
Good. Oh, I'm so pleased to hear that you've had a really good start to joining the business. So thank you so much as well for joining us today and talking to us a little bit more about the Advisor Academy and your role. I'm going to pass back over to Shauna now.
Thank you, Sarika and Molly. We're now going to look at the Progeny People Index, which is a roundup of what we are doing across the business to take care of our team members, what we've achieved and how much we've grown. Over the last year, we made 0 redundancies and furloughed 0 staff. Instead, we recruited and onboarded 80 people. We've had over 40 exam passes and made 13 promotions. Last year, we launched the Wellbeing Committee and appointed 12 Wellbeing Champions who have met more than 30 times and rolled out countless initiatives. Highlights have included a Wellbeing Day Off, an early finish on Mental Health Day, and a Mental Health Masterclass for all managers. We have hosted 23 town halls and Q&A sessions, sent over 500 gift boxes out to team members and had 34 internal award winners. We are really passionate about creating an exciting place to work. It's important for us to ensure we have an inclusive working environment where we have diversity of thinking and are continuously raising awareness of equality and diversity in the business. We recently celebrated Pride Week and have created a women's network with the aim of building a community of female spokespeople and thought leaders within the business. Currently, we have a great gender split with 50% of our senior leadership team being women and 59% of the overall business made up of women, which is really quite unique for a financial services firm.
Yeah. I think it's really clear from our People Index how passionate we are about supporting our team members. We're always looking for new ways to say thank you and to give something back. So with this in mind, I'd love to talk a little bit more about our benefits package. We offer a really competitive package, including generous holiday. So as standard across all of our roles, we offer 25 days holiday, pension contribution and private medical insurance. In addition to the standard benefits, we also offer a birthday holiday, a volunteering day and an extra holiday every year after only 2 years of service. This year, we were mindful of the impact lockdown could have on everyone's mental health, and we implemented a paid day off to focus on our well-being. As a business, we're always thinking of ways to work more innovatively and have recognised that a good work-life balance is one of the most important things to our team members. So with that said, we are now offering either hybrid working or remote working across most of our roles, with over 30% of our current workforce on permanent working from home contracts. Our hybrid model allows people to split their time with some days working from home and some in the office. And to support that, brand new IT equipment has also been provided for everyone. There are so many other reasons I could list about why Progeny is a great place to work. We've got lots of committees and social initiatives, so there really is something for everyone to get involved in. Last year, because we couldn't meet face-to-face for our annual Christmas conference, we were able to put together a really impressive virtual awards evening. The event was amazing and even included a celebrity appearance as well as a wine tasting experience.
The event was really impressive and it was a great way to celebrate all of our success. In addition to our benefits, I'd also love to touch on our company values, as these give a really great insight into what drives us as a business. Our values are group wisdom, empowering others, agility, long-term thinking and social responsibility. Social responsibility is a value I really resonate with. As a business, we focus a lot on giving back to the community and we support numerous charities. This year, we created a foundation trust and give team members the opportunity to become trustees to help decide who to support. The Progeny Foundation has set aside £250,000 for trustees to allocate to the charities chosen.
That is a very impressive amount, and what a great way to give back to the wider community as well. A value of ours that I personally really resonate with is group wisdom, and I think we demonstrate this best through our passion for supporting people, as you've just heard, so supporting people with their ongoing professional development. We are really lucky to have a dedicated learning and development team in-house who are now building a management development programme and also in the process of conducting frequent training days.
We're now going to give you the opportunity to ask us questions, so please remember to submit any questions you have in the comment section. We'll just give you some time to send those through, but in the meantime, let's hear from some of our team members on what they like about working at Progeny.
Oh, it's like a cool glass of water on a hot summer's day. It's just refreshing. No, I think the thing that's great is the teams, and it's one of those businesses where, especially since I've joined, I joined having not met many people, and I joined from home, and I feel fully part of the Progeny family. Well, the investment into making it so that despite the fact I've not met 95% of the business in person, I feel like I still know half of them. And I think that is where Progeny's really sort of blown me away, and my parents are delighted because at Christmas I wouldn't shut up about the wine gifts and the book, and my dad almost wants a job at Progeny as a result of how happy I am here. So yeah, I guess thanks.
I love working at Progeny. I've been able to kind of spread my wings here, and I started off in a role that was not, well, kind of like me, but there was a lot of qualities that I brought to the role that I think people didn't really expect. And then Progeny have kind of let me flourish and make the role my own. And in doing so, it's been good for the business and also good for my own career progression as well.
Amazing, because I have you. Am I allowed to say that? No, seriously, on a serious note, I've never worked for a company like it. Everyone looks out for each other, everyone's there for each other, and you get treated very well in many aspects, and I do enjoy it. It's amazing. Thank you.
Well said, Abby. Shauna, what's your favourite thing about working at Progeny?
I'd say the main thing that I like about working at Progeny is just how everybody's so approachable, no matter what their level is.
Yeah.
Everyone's so willing to get involved and have some fun, especially with the Progeny League, which was launched last year, and it has involved some very highly contested challenges. It's been so competitive, but it's provided me with so many laughs over the last 12 months.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, especially in lockdown when there wasn't a huge amount to do. It's good to have that as a focus.
What about you?
I would say my favourite thing working at Progeny, I resonate with everything you've just said. I think one thing that we've all got in common working here is we genuinely enjoy working with each other. I think the people are what makes Progeny. We're a very innovative company, so the fact that regardless of your role, we've got the opportunity to do things like this. I think we've got a lot of creative freedom, which is something that I'm really passionate about, so yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we get the opportunity to do this anywhere else.
No, I don't think we would.
I think we have some questions. Yes. There's a couple about graduate roles. A recent graduate interested in getting into the world of financial services. Are you open to hiring a graduate? Yes, we are. There's actually a couple of roles that we are hiring for at the moment that we are open to graduate level applications, and they are the wealth administrators and the client personal assistants. So please apply, and if you have any prior admin or customer service experience, that will definitely be a benefit as well.
We're open to receiving graduate level applications across a lot of our roles because we're really passionate about supporting graduates, as Sarika and I touched on. So please do reach out to us if you have any further queries as well. We've got a question about our recruitment process. So thank you for the question. Our recruitment process it can be tailored to each of our roles, so it really depends on the role that you're applying for, but as standard, so you would submit your CV and an application to the role that you're interested in, and give us kind of an opportunity to find out a little bit more about you. And if successful, you would either have a conversation, a call with myself or Shauna, so we can find out a little bit more about your experience, talk to you about the role in a bit more detail as well. Following that call, there would likely be a either virtual or face-to-face interview with the hiring manager for the position, just so you can find out a bit more about the team, the organisation, and they can find out a bit more about you as well. And following that, it will either be a position where you're offered the role or we progress to further interviews. Anything else to add on the recruitment process?
Thank you. You nailed it.
What opportunities may you have in the future? Do you want to take this one?
Yeah, so we actually have a couple that we're aware of, but obviously since we're moving so fast, there's always new opportunities coming up all of the time. But I think there's actually a couple of sort of assistant/admin type roles coming up in our legal team. There's also some really exciting marketing roles coming up.
Yeah.
And as well, there's a couple coming up in our IT team as well. So
yeah,
please submit your CV anyway.
Yeah. Have we got any other questions? I think if you have got any questions following this event as well, please do reach out to either one of us. But I think that's all the time we've got now for the Q&A. So I think if, as I said, if you've got any further questions or queries, just reach out to our talent email. Thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to join us for this event for Progeny Unboxed.
Hopefully you now have a much better understanding of what life is like at Progeny and everything that we can offer. All of the vacancies that we spoke about today are live on our careers page, so please visit to apply. If there isn't anything quite right for you now, just submit your CV anyway, because we'd love to keep you in mind for future opportunities. But if you'd like to speak to any of us directly, feel free to reach out to us on talent@theprogenygroup.com. Thanks for joining.